It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And his first look is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
97. Red, yellow, black, black shot. Hut, hut.
To throw now, here's Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, triple right, Pacino, triple right, Pacino.
A first down carry for Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would run the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And Saquan going to have a Giants first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Chip. Goal, North Copper. Goal, North Copper. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
Now Jones. It's complete to Lockett. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback.
Touchdown, Giants! Austin Eckler from 10 yards out. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Basham able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not before it's that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Chip!
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Flick right.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, hey. Rita. Bama.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, here we go.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Barkley inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Jones going to change it up here.
Go north-south. Go north-south. Great.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Flush to his right. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
First down, Love to pass. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Yellow. Green.
Now Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Black ultra. Red, yellow. Ready.
Going back to Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. How about this? They'll change it at the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down.
Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Marte Mapu. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
Hey, let's go, Gil.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquan Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Dom Capers. Ladybug. Up and go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Cadence, lock in the cadence. South salad. Timberland. Other side.
Jones, a final shot before break. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Out of the gun now on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.